Well, greetings. We're here in front of the quiet place, and the purpose of this short video is to give you a brief update, to thank you, to give you a progress update, tell you where we are currently, and then share with you what the remaining need will be. And so we want to do this because we realize that so many of you have given to this vision. You've heard about it, but you maybe haven't had the opportunity to actually see it. So this is the quiet place, and that's taken from Mark 6:31, where Jesus said to his disciples after a lot of ministry had been going on and things that have occurred, he looked at them and just said, "Hey, come away with me by yourselves to a quiet place." So we want to provide a place where Christian leaders who maybe have experienced some loss or crisis or even unfortunate failure, even sin, will have a place where they can be treated gently, with mercy, but also with truth, and walk away with tangible tools to be able to re-enter fruitful marriage, relationships, fruitful ministry, and abundant living through Jesus. And so, for example, I've had just a couple of different people recently acknowledge this need and say to me, how it's interesting how when people in our congregations or in our families experience difficulty and are discouraged, or they're broken and hurting, we reach out to them according to Galatians 6:1, that says, go to that brother with a spirit of gentleness to restore them. And so we do that, and yet sometimes with Christian leaders, when they experience trouble, we don't treat them so gently, and sometimes we don't even know what to do with them. Well, God has put it on our heart to build this house and put together a team of people, put together a website where those who are needing spiritual renewal, they're needing recovery, they're needing restoration, can go to that place and experience a spirit of grace and gentleness, and with the purpose and the mission that has always been Jesus' mission, and that is to restore them to fruitful living. And so we want to put together a team, a website where they can go and maybe identify what their need is, choose their path and their plan, and so that they can actually see what their purpose for being here will be. I want to tell you what the quiet place is not. It is not a vacation home. It's not a retreat home. It's a place of spiritual renewal, restoration, recovery, and re-entry into fruitful living. We want this place to have specific purpose. There are other places where leaders can go for vacation. This is not that. We believe that there's not enough places for Christian leaders to go to be restored. We want to restore them. And so we want to thank you for helping us do that. And I'm sitting here with Junior Childers, and he's going to tell us about the amazing ministry and gift that they are being to projects just like this. So Junior is a missionary from an organization called MAPS, and he is a general contractor who God told him to sunset his business and be that missionary that goes and helps churches finish their projects. So, Junior, why don't you tell us your heart for this?
Well, when Doug had asked me to come and check this place out, my heart is for the minister and their wife out there that is hurting. And when I came here the first time and I looked at this place, I was like, wow, this is just it. The view that's here, the quietness of the mountain area. I can just see pastors being restored and reset, if you wanted to call it, and put back into ministry here. So, our deal is that we get to come in and we get to save your money that you donate into this project, we get to save 60% of that money, which in turn means that we get to stretch that dollar 60% more than if it was just a contractor coming in to build the place. And so we don't charge anything. All of our labor is for free, and so that's where the 60% gets saved. And so Doug, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to come and pour our hearts into this, and the people that help us are all Christians, and they're all volunteers, and you better believe that we're praying over this place as we're working on it, and we're really excited about what God's going to do here.
Yeah. And my backyard is filling up with RVs, because these are retired. Junior's not, of course, retirement age. He's young like me. But the team that he puts together are retired professionals, tradesmen and women. Many of them have carried licenses in construction, and he has a network across the country that follow him around, and they're starting to arrive here to help us finish. And they're actually setting up RVs in our backyard. We'll let you see that. So I wanted to share with you where we are currently. We received a very generous donation earlier this year. All we had was this deck with no walls and nothing vertical, and so that donation got us walls, roof is on, windows, doors are mounted, the rough plumbing is in. We passed it, our plumbing inspection. We passed our final framing inspection. So where we are right now is next step is electrical. And we thought we had a electrician to donate that work, and that didn't work out, and so we're going to have to hire an electrician. And so between the electrical and then the finish on the inside, we have about $13,000 right now remaining, and it looks like with the cost projection that Junior has helped me with, all final materials to turn the key on this thing, we're going to need about $20,000 more. And so we want to just share that need with you, and trust that you will go to the Lord with that, and trust that you will pray for us. And if the Lord puts it on your heart to help us finish this thing, I believe that this summer is the summer of completion, and so that we can move on to the purpose that this is for. And so thank you for praying for us, and thank you for your generous donations that got us here. We just wanted to give you this update and tell you where we are on this. And so thank you, and the Lord bless you.